Hey everyone, Christiana here for Carb 3 TV for another edition of Ask Jack. I'm here with Jack McClelland, Tournament Director for the Bellagio. How's it going, Jack?
It's going very well. Tournament's doing very well so far, and we're pleased with the turnouts.
Good. We're here at the 5 Diamond preliminary events shooting this episode of Ask Jack. Now, this question is from Jody, and she writes, "Hi Jack, can you tell me what an official betting line is and how it's used?"
Okay, an official betting line like on a table here, as long as you're using your chips back here, counting them, stacking them, whatever, it doesn't count. Now, once you go across the line and cut the chips, now that's an official bet.
Okay. So now I've heard it a few different ways. Now, if you come over the line with chips
Until you cut them,
it doesn't count.
Until you cut them, it doesn't count. Yes.
Okay. Now, what if there is no official betting line? Do your cards act as sort of a line for what is and isn't a bet?
No, if you don't have an official betting line, then you're kind of at the mercy of
Whatever the dealer thinks.
right, and that which is not a good place to be. Plus, also, like if you got your cards and you throw your cards across the line, now they're dead.
Okay.
You know, we don't have to worry about them touching the muck and retrievable. If you toss them and they're across the line, you know, they're gone. The betting line really helps, though, because a lot of times you'd have players in the 1 seat and the 10 seat, and the player in the 10 seat would say, raise 1,000, and the player in the 1 seat, they'd have like a small blind net, do like another $50 and think they were calling, and now they'd have to face 1,000.
Okay.
So even if a player's going all in, we say you must move a substantial amount of your chips or all of your chips across the line. That way the players can visually see what's happening.
Now, if you come out here with chips and then you cut and you say an amount more than what's in your hand, is that legal, or is whatever is in your hand that's the most you can bet?
If you verbally announce it before you move the chips forward, like if you say, like for instance, there's 2,000 here. If you say I bet 6,000, well then you can put them in like this. Okay. But if you're out here cutting, and you can't say, well, I want to bet 80,000, because now when you're cutting here, obviously you're getting information from your opponent. So
okay.
What's in your hand would be the most you could bet, unless you verbally state it before the fact.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for that clarification, Jack.
You're welcome.
Christiana with Jack McClelland for CarPlayer TV, and don't forget to send in your questions to AskJack@carplayer.com.